Yo, welcome back to Jay Wiz TV. It's your host Jay Wiz. Before we get into this, clip, please hit the subscribe button. I'll wait a second or two. Appreciate you for tapping in. Salute for hitting that subscribe button as well. Hit that notification so you continue getting these drops. Like I said, never gonna get caught slipping. You spin the block, I'm gonna have a clip waiting for you. All right. We're gonna get into what's big for today. DAYLYT versus Nitty, pretty much. If you know who DAYLYT is a West Coast artist, out of Watts, California. He's known for his High U track that he spit some bars, against Joey Badass in response to his The Ruler's Back. This is his return back to battle rap. DAYLYT hasn't been battle rapping probably the last 8 years, maybe. It's been a while though, but he is returning back, and he's going against his counterpart from the West Coast as well, out of Arizona. Shout out to Nitty, another one. Nitty's one of those guys in his area, pretty much out of Arizona. At the end of the day, what he represent. Heavy puncher. He'll punch your head off for days. He don't care who it is. At the end of the day, So yeah, let's get into some throwback. Little back and forth shots that and DAYLYT used to say if they ever meet or if they ever battle, what will go down. They trying to point out some chinks in each other's armor. So let's get into it. This is DAYLYT, talking that.
I want that. What Danny just did, that's what I want. I want that. That's what I'm looking for. That's what the fuck I'm looking for, bro.
DAYLYT already sound proud of Nitty pretty much. I guess what he's referring to is the Danny Myers and Nitty Part 2 battle. If you ain't seen it, go check it out. If you can stand in front of Danny Myers twice and live and survive to talk about it, man, it lets you know what type of warrior you is, But they both had that first classic in that KOTD type of era back then, and it was his Part 2. So he was pretty much letting Nitty know, I'm impressed with your work you did against Danny Myers. And anytime you battle somebody like Danny Myers, or if anybody from the West Coast battle another West Coast artist, they already know what time it is. They know they could get killed at any moment, so they don't hesitate to play with one another. So let's continue with this DAYLYT talk,
And I want Nitty to do that, because I know he can. I know he can. Because look, this is what I'm saying. Just regular name flips, regular gun bars, that's not going to work. It won't work on me at all. It doesn't matter how creative you get. It won't work. I want him to evolve.
So pretty much he letting Nitty know, man, if we ever battle, you can't keep punching. You can't keep name flip days. I don't know, DAYLYT, man. You might be talking a little bit too much. I be seeing Nitty punch people's heads off. They say Eric Simon gonna wrap circles around him, and he name flipped him and punched his head off, in a classic battle. That is one of Nitty's strong points, name flipping and punching. And like I said, if he do it to 100% punching, 100%, creativity, it could be a long night for anybody, or it could be a classic, casket or classic. Anytime with Nitty, But yeah, let me know what you think about DAYLYT comment right there, Well, enough name flips of days this, days that, like this, like that, work on someone like DAYLYT, We could say vice versa. DAYLYT miracle, spiritual miracle, his lyrical prowess might not work on a puncher like Nitty, It could be vice versa. This to me is a style clash.
I want him to evolve. You see what Danny did in the third? Was Danny punchlining in the third? Danny didn't punch in the third. He didn't punch in the third at all.
Dang, is he telling? Is this DAYLYT sending shots to letting Rum Nitty know it's level to it? You know, he letting him know Danny didn't keep punching. Danny don't, you know, it's levels to this Rum Nitty he talking about. It's levels. Can you take it to the next level, man? Can you stop punching and name flipping and gun bar this and gun bar that? That's what DAYLYT talking about. Did Danny do it in his third? You know, he want that evolution from Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty is the alien, and what aliens do? They evolve, right?
It's a form of rapping that I want to hear. Rapping, dog. I want to hear rapping. I like Real Sick. Shouts out to Real Sick. I know y'all seen the tweet I did. I'm most definitely interested in battling Real Sick. I'm impressed by him. I was impressed by Mike P, which is why I took Mike P at the time I took Mike P. I'm impressed by Real Sick. I'm impressed by Kid K.
So what you telling us now? You impressed by Rum Nitty DAYLYT? It's that time. You setting it up now in Houston. That's what we doing, DAYLYT. You impressed now? He showed you something against Beloved when he went against Lux. You know, he did show a little, you know, he went into some little trick bags of his Rum Nitty did against Lux. So is this time now, DAYLYT? I guess it is, right? Let me know who y'all have, man. DAYLYT or Rum Nitty on this, you know. You got a puncher versus a lyrical person, you know. With the punchers, you know, creativity and back to back work against someone like DAYLYT. But then again, DAYLYT is a puncher also. Don't forget he can punch in unorthodox styles, you know, from different bags too. And he can do it at a faster rate or at the same rate as someone as Nitty. So this can be a long night for Nitty, or it could be a mirror match, you know. Can it be one of those, you know, ones where whoever got the most output wins? It can be, you know. Let me know your take on this though. We're gonna continue some more of this DAYLYT, going at it pretty much, and letting Rum Nitty know why you not messing with him and what he needs to do to evolve. You know, this is a throwback of DAYLYT sending shots at Rum Nitty. Like, comment, subscribe. This is J Wiz TV.
I'm impressed by what Danny Myers did. I'm impressed by what K-Shine was doing. I'm impressed because they all leveled up. I'm impressed. Simple as that.
Leave it there. That's just DAYLYT saying he impressed. Did DAYLYT make it to a level to where someone has to impress him to be called out or for him to step out? You know, at the end of the day, do we have to impress someone like DAYLYT to call him out? You know, DAYLYT pretty much said he wanted to see Rum Nitty evolve. He's seen other individuals evolve. You know, this was a throwback, so I guess in DAYLYT eye, Rum Nitty very just evolved into that standards of what he was looking at, and it's time for him and Rum Nitty to get it on, you know. So let me know who you got, Rum Nitty or DAYLYT, you know, in this ultimate West Coast battle, you know. Anytime two West Coast artists is clashing, it's nothing but magic, it's nothing but fireworks, you know. You know you're getting the best out of two individuals at the end of the day, you know. The West Coast is competitive, and you know they like to keep it that way. You know, they don't want to go back home knowing that they other counterpart from a coast outshined them. You know, this is J Wiz TV. Thank y'all for tapping in. Let me know on DAYLYT comment he just made about Rum Nitty, and if Rum Nitty punching power is enough to stop DAYLYT. This is J Wiz TV. I'm out.